Hello, it's one of James's diary entries for the day. Today is December 9th, 2024. I'm a lucky man because I have 24 subscribers. I only have 26 more to go live. I had a flat tire today, and despite it being bad news, I was able to get my spare out and put it on. I managed to buy a new tire, which I don't have income right now, so that's, I'm really nervous. I got an interview tomorrow in Mount Pleasant. I just changed my shirt. So I'm wearing the night facilities management shirt they gave me that they never asked for back, and that they weren't in the office to turn back in. So I got some of that. I found out today that I think my job, in order for me to get hired, I don't know. I don't think Swift's going to hire me because I have more than a 6 month gap in employment history. Now, truth, I just couldn't find work. Time anybody wanted to work, I was already on to the next thing. Something else had already come up. Well, life doesn't fucking stand still. I'd try and tell you. It's like I tell these girls. And life don't stand still. You want what you had 2 years ago. Well, did you take it 2 years ago? 'Cause today's a different day. Let's examine what you want. And you're going to have to speak it into existence. If you don't, you're going to get what you speak into existence. Probably nothing. Well, I want this ethereal project to have you mind read me. Employers, some of them are the same. Some of them aren't. Some of them are just fucking cheap. Some of them want you to do your supervisor's job. I find a lot of times that I end up doing some of management's job and explaining management's problems and the obvious solutions. Saying we should run out of an equipment bank. Well, there lies the rub. We should have. He's had 2 years to build one. For all the things he's doing, he should have 2 years to have built an equipment bank. He should have built an equipment bank. He has a problem with that. He should schedule everybody in at 2 a.m. That way, at the end of the day is the meeting. That way, they get overtime for that meeting every time. The few guys that don't are like the cardboard guy whose hours are set by the cardboard recycling facility. I mean, if that's when they're open, that's when they're open. That's when you gotta go. You're like a McDonald's. When I was in Roscommon, it's a franchisee-owned deal. I was one of 3 factors that made his franchises sell. He sold way early. Frank sold way early because he could make a hell of a profit. He was offered a hell of a deal. Well, they walked through our McDonald's, and our McDonald's is working excellently. We turned around the profitability from a 6-month turnaround to a 4-day turnaround. We couldn't keep the fridge. Couldn't keep anything stocked more than 4 or 5 days. On a 7-day turnaround, when I got there, it was a 6 or 7 month turnaround. Now, a 6-month turnaround on the fridge and freezers, should be 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. If freezers were right, you should be able to make it 7. If you can turn it around in 5, and you're turning profit for all the money you're turning out that fast, you're cleaning all the machines in that restaurant. I only didn't move the fryer. Everything else that was on wheels that I could move in that restaurant moved. I cleaned behind everything. We've never seen that one move. Been here 4 years. Dude, as a manager, you got to make it move. Fridge, stove, everything's on. Everything is clean. Well, why didn't you use that coating for the antifreeze coating? Food grade stuff. So we ran out, and I put in a request 6 weeks ago. And I've been putting requests in almost every week since then. So it's not on me. But can I do it? Yeah, I can do it. I know how to do it in ways that would scare you. Not because they're bad, but because they're good, quick, easy. And it's about following the mop rules. That's another great stickling point I had with them. A lot of places, they take a mop. Well, the old timers that taught me said take a bucket if you take a mop, because if you take a mop, you're going to mop up the mess, but you're going to track it back through wherever you have to go to get to that bucket. So if your bucket is right there, you don't have to track it very far, which means you don't have much of a mess to clean up. Which means that one mess didn't turn into 5 messes. Didn't turn into a bad rating in the food place. It didn't have a customer walk through and go, oh my God, that's nasty. Worked at a factory. With good tactics, you can use fresh water. Just hot water and Dawn dish soap. And the floors come out so supremely that corporate asks, what are you using? Then they give me a thing and they tell me how they mix it. I looked at how much they mixed, and they're getting poor results because they're mixing it too heavy. At Lear Automotive Roscommon, they mix their chemicals reverse. It's 20-1. It's 20 parts water to 1 part chemical, not 20 parts chemical to 1 part water. So, if you have a problem, question, or comment, please put it in the comment section below. I read them all. Be well.